460, and then the 42. One of the things I want to talk about is we are ISO 9001 2008 certified. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. A lot of companies are ISO certified. The way that works is we have a set of international standards for quality that we must meet, and then we get an auditor come in here, an external auditor come in here and audit us, and we pass the audit and we're considered certified. That certifies that we have a quality process in place. It doesn't certify the boat, it certifies the process. The thinking is if the process is a quality process, the end result will be a quality product. That's why it's a worldwide certification. Is there any questions you have about ISO and how it, it improves the product or makes Regal maybe better than another boat company, or any questions like that for ISO?
Regal's been ISO forever.
11 years. 11 years. There's a couple other boat companies, maybe Sea Ray and maybe one other one besides Regal. There might be like maybe 5. Yeah. I think they may have dropped it. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. But there's only like a handful of companies without certification. That's a good point. Any other questions about ISO?
I have one question, Dave.
Yes.
They ask when you have to document a procedure, what do you do to document the procedure? The reason I ask this is lots of times you guys don't understand why it's very difficult for us just to move from a change order. Don't we put it in, they teach us how to install it, we have to document,
right.
They come back and they...
We have and that's a good question. Under ISO, we have a controlled documentation system where we build to a work instruction or a workmanship standard. As a matter of fact, I have some examples of, this just happens to be how you shrink wrap a boat and put a transfer cover on it, but and I'll pass a couple of these around, but this happens to be just one example of how employees are trained to document how to shrink wrap a boat. And that kind of answers your question, hopefully, right. That we have controlled documents and employees are trained to them. Now we do have OJT, on the job training. You can't get away from that. But we also have documentation on how we build the product, all through the process, from lamb all the way out the door. In upholstery, in wood shop, cabinet shop, we have documents on how to build product.
So this is part of the